Good morning, everybody. Happy Saturday. I apologize, I'm running a little bit behind this morning. I had to do a couple things last minute. So, happy Saturday. My name is Kata. Welcome to today's Saturday surprise workout. And our surprise today is that you need a stability ball. If you do not have one, that is perfectly okay. You do not have to have one in order to complete this workout. You may want to grab a chair or a footstool or an ottoman for a couple of the exercises, but otherwise there are plenty of options if you don't want to use a stability ball or if you don't want to use a chair. You can do that as well. So we're going to do a lot of different exercises. We're going to hit the whole body. You're going to need some dumbbells. You can do a lot of these exercises with a resistance band if that's what you have. And we're just going to go ahead and get started with today's workout. We're going to do 45 seconds of work, 15 seconds of rest is our plan. So 45, 15, and we're going to do a couple rounds of everything. So let's go ahead and get started. Right foot, toe, and heel, toe, and heel. So we're doing the right foot, and I really want you to think about lifting the toe up, then rocking through the heel. Switch sides right here, up and back. So we're rolling through the ball of the foot. There's 4, 3, 2. All right, heels to the front. We're gonna do right then left. Start adding in a bicep curl. Tap it to the side, reaching right to the front. 4, 3, toes to the back. We're going to do a little tricep press back. 4, 3, right foot only, heel to toe, heel and toe. So we're going front to back, nice and tall. Start to add a good arm swing. 3, 2. All right, take it out to the side. We're going to take it out and in. Rotate the hip forward so your toes are pointing to the front. Lead with the outside edge. 3, 2, left leg, heel to toe, right here, heel and toe. Waking up those hips. Good. 4, 3, 2. Let's take it out to the side, right here again, out and in. So our toe and hip are rotated right to the front. 4, 3, 2. All right, back to the right leg, hip cars. So up, open, lift the ankle, circle it around. Up, open, lift and circle. 2 more, then we're gonna go the other direction. Good, up, open. Let's go back. So donkey kick, lift, bring that hip back around. We're thinking about keeping our knee pretty bent. We're just rolling our hip in that socket. 1 more, back. Switching over, other side, up, open, lift, and circle. Me personally, this is the hip that likes to get a little click. Up, open, good, other direction, take it back. We're also getting our balance going right here. Hips are nice and relaxed. Use those muscles. Last one. Good. Take our feet about hip width apart, nice and tall, squat it down. We're just gonna hold it for a couple seconds. Bring it up, do that again. Take it down, hold it, bring it back up, down 2, up 2, right here, down 2, up 2. So waking up that body, if you want, you can add a reach to the front, reach. Down and up, here we go, down and up. Try to keep going to the same depth, otherwise a little shallower is okay. 4, 3, 2, let's take the legs wide. We're going to go side to side. We're gonna start to add a reach, a little torso rotation. We're going knee to knee. 4, 3. Let's go ahead, step it in, hinge it back and up, back and up. So these are our good mornings. Feet hip width. This is the early part of a deadlift. We're waking up the hamstrings, waking up the glutes. Let's add some arms. Down, lift. As we come up to the top, we're squeezing our glutes, but we're keeping our core nice and braced. 3, 2. All right, bring it into the center. We're just going to open and close, open and close. Nice, good squeeze. Let's add a hug in front. Open, hug, open, hug. Bring it in the center, reach it up. Add a little side bend. So we're reaching towards the sky. Little movement of our torso side to side. 4, 3. Bring it in the center. We're just gonna shake it out, march it out. Grab a quick drink of water. You can add in some shoulder rolls if you need to, and you will be all good. So we're going to grab our stability ball. Grab a quick drink. We're going to do fun stuff. Option 1 is a rear leg elevated lunge. So your foot is going to be on your stability ball. This is one that a lot of people find challenging, especially the first couple times they do it. And it's okay. It'll be challenging for a couple times, and then you will get it, and you will be able to add weights and make it a lot more challenging. If you don't want to do that, you are welcome to just do a reverse lunge. Our second exercise, we're going to be sitting on our ball, and we're going to do half squats. So you barely come up and then sit right back down again. You can do this with a chair, or you can do this with just low squats. If you need to, you are going to take your hand and you're going to have it on a wall or a table or something that is not going to move. You're going to be nice and tall. You're going to drive this leg back as you drop down in front and bring it back up again. So take it down and bring it back up. This is a challenge. 45 seconds in 3, 2, and 1. So your time is on. So you're just going to do a nice good lunge. And this is a balance challenge. You don't have to go super deep here. Take it down and bring it up. So leg goes back. We're kind of rolling the ball backwards and forwards, down and up. You are going to have a little bit more knee movement forwards here. And you can see I'm struggling with this one. It's been a while since I've done them. So down and up. After this, we're going to sit on the ball and we're going to just do some half squats. Now you can just do a regular reverse lunge. This is okay. We just want some single leg work in here today. 2 and 1. All right, sit on that stability ball. We're gonna get ready for our squats. Feet are planted. We're gonna come up. You're still sitting on the ball, and then we're gonna sit right back down again. So your time is on. So we wanna push through the heels, come up, but we still keep contact with that stability ball. If we don't, that ball is not going to be there when we go back to sit on it. Now some of you have a stability ball, a stay ball, that stays put because you have sand in there. But I do not have that one today. So we're just going to lift, push through the heels. It's a half squat. You can do this sitting in a chair. You're just gonna come halfway up. You're not gonna stand all the way tall. We have 8 seconds to go, and we're gonna go and do our reverse lunges on the other side. Good, bring it up. Getting into position, going for our lunges on the other side. Now, if this is a new exercise for you, I encourage you to just do this body weight. Good, here we go. So you can have your hands on something and come back up. So take it back and bring it in. Catch your balance and then bring it back up. So I notice for me, these are not super deep, but I'm having to stabilize my lower body. This is a lot harder on my balance. think the last time we did stability ball workouts, I said I needed to do more of these, and that has not changed. Still need to do more of these. Good. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. All right, going for our half squats. We're just doing one set of these. So technically 2 sets, but 1 each side. So sitting nice and tall, we pull those feet back. Chest is up. Here we go. So we do a little lean forward, so nose over knees. And then we bring it up just until we feel that pressure release from the ball. And we don't feel like we're pressing our glutes into the ball or into that chair. So just a nice, good halfway lift. Set it back down. Lift and down. This should be glutes. You should be feeling your legs right about now. This is slow and controlled, and a lot of the exercises we're doing today, that's what we're doing. It's a slow, controlled movement. Good. You have 5 seconds to go, and we're going to move on. We're going to focus on a little more upper body. Good job. Set it back. Grab a drink if you need it. We're going to grab weights. We have chest presses, chest on the ball or back on the ball, pullovers, and then we're going to do single leg bridges. Single leg bridges. So grab weights for chest presses. You are welcome to do your chest presses. You're welcome to do your chest presses single arm. That's going to add an extra challenge. So we're going to set that weight down. Change up my timer. So we've still got 2 rounds. We're going to take it all the way out so that our chest and our head are on the ball. And you want to think about pressing your head into the ball. So we're pulling our chin back. We don't want to lift it and stick it up. So pull it back, lift up into that bridge, grab a dumbbell or 2. Nice, good chest presses in 3, 2, and 1. So we just bring it up, take it back down again. So you're going to get a lot of wobbling side to side here, especially if you're doing single arms, because you've got a heavier weight on one side than the other. We're squeezing our glutes, trying to get a nice, good bridge, nice, good lift. If you don't want to do this on a ball, you can do this on your couch. So you can put your upper back on your couch, or maybe a ottoman chair might be tricky, but it's doable. So you can still get this nice, good bridge position. Nice, good chest press. Inhale on the way down, exhale on the way up. Bracing our core, squeezing our glutes. So we're getting a lot of leg, last one. We're getting a lot of leg without having to do a lot of leg work. Let's get ready for our pullovers. I like to use 1 dumbbell. I hold it on the end, and again, I'm lifting up into a good bridge, pressing my head into the ball. Slowly lower that weight over your head towards the floor, and then bring it right up over your chest. Again, you can absolutely do this on, if you have a weight bench, some of you do, you can do this on a weight bench instead of doing this on a ball, so you can get that bridge work, or you can do this on the floor. Nice, good stretch under the armpits. Ribs are tucked. We don't want to allow the low back to arch or the ribs to flare. Nice, good stretch. Pull it back up overhead. So inhale on the way down. I like to exhale on the way up. Hard part of the exercise. Good job. Now this is one. If you want to use a dumbbell, you can. Again, if you're new to stability ball work, we're going to keep it nice and basic. So we're going to do a single leg bridge. Now, option 1 is right here. Both feet on the floor. Do this if you struggle, and I want you to start here. You don't have to do single leg. You're going to do both feet flat on the floor and lift, because I'm going to tell you, if you can, fingers on the floor if you want to do single leg, going down and then lifting up. The trick with this one is sometimes we end up pushing forwards and backwards, and we get quads. We're thinking of hinging at the hips and then squeezing through the glutes to come up to the top. Got about 8 seconds to go. We're gonna try to give our glutes a break. Good, shake it out. But we gotta go right back into those chest presses. So you can sit up a little, grab your dumbbell or dumbbells, getting ready to go to the other side. If you were on the floor, good, let's bring it back up for that nice good bridge. If you're doing this on the floor and you're like, man, my glutes are screaming, you can keep your hips on the floor. You don't have to lift up into a bridge. So that is an option. But like I said, this is a good way to get leg work, glute work, core work without having to do a lot of legs. So nice and tall. You can always try to have your fingertips touching. That little bit of proprioception does help. Otherwise, this is a slow and steady workout holding your balance. And you can see I'm wobbling side to side a little bit. Good, bring it in, short rest. Getting ready for those pullovers so you can give yourself a little break, a little relaxation here. Good, we got 5 seconds, so bring it back up into position. Arms overhead. You can hold, good job, time's on. You can hold your dumbbell on the end if that feels more comfortable. Still getting that nice good pullover. Soft elbows here. So I promise next round, we're gonna be sitting on the ball. Now, if you wanna get a little bit of a challenge, you can do kneeling or half kneeling during these exercises instead of doing the sitting. That's okay. So nice good pullover, squeezing the glutes, keeping those hips lifted. You should look like a table. It's a fancy kind of Art Deco, last one, table. All right, set the weight to the side if you're not going to use them. Getting ready for our bridges. So a little stretch, a little bit of a forward lean on this ball. You're at an angle. Good, we're going to lift, bring it up and down. Now, if this doesn't bother your neck, so a lot of times I prefer you kind of do your head in line with your spine, but a good way to do this is you're actually going to be kind of tucked a little bit because you've tucked your ribs, and you're going to make sure that we're squeezing our glutes, we're not rounding and arching our low back, and we want to make sure that we're not pushing forwards and backwards. Sometimes we do and we don't realize it. Bring it up, take it back down. So a lot of glutes. Good job. All right, you can roll yourself back or you can roll yourself forward. That ball's gonna take off behind you. We're gonna come up to a seated position on the ball. We have overhead presses, bicep curls, triceps, and then some rear delts where we are prone on the ball. So first round we did 2. This one we did, or I should say 4. This one we're gonna do 6. Now this one we're going to do 8. 8 total rounds, 4 exercises. We're still doing everything twice. So go ahead, grab your weights. This is another one. You wanna do single-sided. This is a good way to add a little bit of a challenge to your body side to side, which is what I am going to do. So we're going to just do overhead presses. If you don't like doing overhead presses, you're gonna do a side raise, and that is perfectly okay. So 45 seconds, we're gonna sit nice and tall, hips in line with the knees. We don't wanna try not to have our knees way out, and we wanna try not to do these. Make it harder, squeeze the knees together. Otherwise, hip width apart. 3, 2, and 1. So we sit nice and tall right here. Overhead press, bring it down. So my ball needs just a little bit more air in it, but that is okay. We just don't want to have our hips way below our knees for a stability ball. We want to try to have them 90 and 90. I was going to use my other ball, and I remembered that that one is actually too big for me. So my husband lovingly quick inflated this one for me and just needs a little bit more air is all. Good, 10 seconds to go. Nice, good push. Then we're gonna do our bicep curls. 3, 2, and 1. So a little bit of a short rest. Try and decide what weight I wanna use. 15 might be a bit much. I really need to be in that 12.5 range right now. So sitting nice and tall, here we go. So nice, good curl. We're gonna do a good sit, shoulders down. We don't wanna have our elbow behind us, but we also don't want it pulled in front and digging into our hip. So it can be under your shoulder, elbow under the shoulder, or just a little bit in front. But again, we don't want it digging into our tummy and using our tummy to help us lift this weight. So nice and tall. So pull that shoulder down and back. Good, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. All right, triceps. Option 1, forward fold, kick it back. Option 2, bring that weight up overhead, and we're going to do overhead extensions. 2 and 1. So we're nice and tall. Lower the weight behind your head so it disappears, and then squeeze it to bring it back up again. If you do not have happy, healthy shoulders, this one might not feel very good for you. So nice, good extension, nice, good squeeze as we extend the arms up overhead. We don't want to arch. Sometimes that happens. We don't want to tuck our chin. This is a lot of shoulder mobility. Nice, good overhead extension. Good, 10 seconds to go. Then we're gonna go over onto our tummies. You can just bend over and do a forward fold, or you can rest on this ball. Good, bring it down. So option 1, forward fold right here, rear delt. Option 2, chest is on the ball, knees are on the ground. We're going to do a rear delt right here. Good, your time is on. Now I like being in a plank position on this one. You do not have to. You can have your knees down on the ground. Nice, good side raise. Out and back in. So hands on the ground, more stable. And then hand on the ball, a little bit more challenging. If you prefer to remain seated on the ball, you can do that. You're just gonna have a nice, good forward fold, nice, good lift out to the side. We have 10 seconds to go. I just like doing chest on the ball because it lets me know if I have been, good, rest, lets me know if I have been leaning back and arching. Let's bring it back up. I'm switching over to the other side. So this is a good one. I'm switching over to the other side, or we're going right back to the beginning. Here we go, nice good press and bring it down. So brace the core, good reach. I do palms in and the end of my dumbbell pointing forwards. That is a neutral position for your shoulders. And a lot of people, if you have shoulder issues, especially going overhead, you may find this feels a lot better. This is a good way to get some strength while keeping your shoulder healthy. If that doesn't feel good, side raises. That's perfectly okay as well. Less than 10 seconds to go. We're going for our seated bicep curls. Good, bring it in. Switching over for our curls. We're nice and tall. You can do this standing, you can do this sitting, you can do this kneeling. 3, 2, and 1, good. So just a nice, good bicep curl. And nothing fancy. Again, the narrower your feet are, slightly more challenging this is going to be for you. Otherwise, good, feet hip width. And I can even feel I'm kind of leaning into this shoulder a little bit. This is the reason why I don't mind mirrors in weight rooms and in classes. Some people are like, oh, it's just for ego lifting. It's not, it's also for technique. 3, 2, and 1. I like it because a lot of people kind of lose their sense of proprioception as they age or as they start to change and their body shape changes. You lose that proprioception. Good, here we go. So nice, good overhead extension. So a mirror is a way for you to see, oh, I'm sitting a little bit sideways in my chair, or I'm leaning to one side and I didn't realize that, I didn't feel that. So mirrors are not a bad thing. It's a good way to watch for some technique. So nice, good overhead extension right here. If your shoulders are not happy with this, you are absolutely welcome to do a kickback. That's okay. That forward fold, extend the arm back behind you. Or I should have noticed, you can do skull crushers where your chest is, or your back is on the ball. Good, 3, 2, and 1. Good job. Going for our rear delts. I went a little heavy on those today, and I can tell that my arms are going to be a little sore and tired tomorrow. So getting ready for your rear delts. Here we go. So just a nice good lift out to the side and back down. So forward folded, just looking down at your toes. You can have knees on the ground here, or you can just do a nice good lift. So I went a little heavy on these, and I can tell, but we still want to have good technique. We don't want to just throw them up there. 10 seconds to go. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Good job. Give yourself a little bit of a break. We're going to be down on the floor on our backs. We do not need any weights for this, but we are going to need our stability ball. If you don't have a stability ball, you can still do the exercises. And for a couple of the exercises, if you have a medicine ball is a little heavy, but if you have like a yoga ball or even a yoga block, that would work. A pillow will kind of work in a pinch. So we're going to take it down onto our backs. And we're going to do a little core work here. We're going to take it all the way down. We're going to bring our thighs up. We're going to have our hands and our thighs on the ball in a dead bug position. We're going to brace the core. Option 1, we hold. Option 2, one side only. We're going to take the right arm and the left leg out and then tap it back in, okay? If you don't have a ball, you can absolutely do this. You're going to take opposite hand to your thigh, pressing in, and then add in your arm and leg movement. All right, we have 45 seconds, and your time is officially on. So, dead bug, arms are up, arms are straight. We're going to take right arm, left leg out, and bring it in. This is a slow and steady. We don't want to do a lot of fast work here. Take it out, bring it back in. Now, can you do this without the ball? Yes. The ball just adds a lot of extra challenge here. Got to keep that low back pressed into the floor, adding in good movement. I want you to pull the bellies in. I do not want your tummy to look like you have a loaf of bread resting on your stomach, because I want you to pull the muscles down and in. Good job, bring it in. We're going to take the ball between the feet. Legs are up. We're going to slowly lower down for 4, then we're going to slowly bring it up for 4. So low back is in the ground, inner thigh press here, down, 2, 3, 4, and then bring it up. 1, 2, 3, and 4. Good. Down, 2, 3, 4, then up, 2, 3, before. This is the one that if you've got a yoga block or something else that you can put between your feet or even between your thighs if it's smaller, go ahead and bring it back up again. Good, you've got 10 seconds, low back, pressed into the floor. Pull the belly button in to brace. Good, bring it in. We're gonna take those legs out. So straight legs, hands on the floor. We're going to lift. We're gonna roll the ball in. We're gonna take it out and then down. Good job, so let's go. Our time is on. Now, if you do not have a stability ball to do this with, you can absolutely lift up into a bridge and just think about kind of sliding one heel out and then sliding your heel in like you have a gliding disc underneath your foot, okay? So you can lift, slide it out, lift, slide it in. We're trying to get some hamstrings here. So we're trying to get a little bit of back of the leg. So we lift it up, pull it in. Can you get your feet flat on the ball? Roll it out and take it down. Now when you take it down, last one, can you not put that butt on the floor? Let's bring it back up. We're going for our dead bugs. This is our last 3 exercises for our workout today. Bring it up into dead bug. We're switching over to the other side. Arms up, here we go. So we take it out and then we bring it in. So right now, my left hand and my right knee are the ones holding the ball, and my right arm and my left leg are the ones going out and in. So you're bracing that core, stabilizing, holding that ball nice and steady, pressing in on the hand, in on the thigh, and holding it as we take the arms out and the leg out. If this is too much, do just the arm and then just the leg, alternate instead of both at the same time. Good, low back. Awesome job, bring it in. Let's take that ball between your feet. So this is inner thigh work. Again, if you have a pillow, you can put a pillow in between your thighs. I want you squeezing in. Here we go, low back in the floor. Take it down, 2, 3, 4, and then up, 2, 3, and 4. So take it down slow, and then take it back up again. So I like doing this one between my feet because I have to use my inner thighs. Press it in, and I feel like I get a little bit more of a workout than putting it between my knees because I'm adding in this lift and lower. 10 seconds to go. We can get one more in here, yes? Good, take the ball to the floor, walk it out, straight legs. Heels are on the ball, hands are by your hips. Nice, good, inhale, exhale, brace that core. We're going to bring it up, we're going to lift. We're going to roll it in, roll it back out, and then when we go down, we barely touch our backside or we hover it over the floor. Lift, roll, take it out, and then down. Lift, roll it in, roll it out, and down. So we're keeping a nice, good, straight line, straight as we can. Drag the heels to roll that ball. And if you need to, it's okay to readjust. It is a ball, it rolls, it's round. Good, bring it in, shake it out. I'm just gonna rest my legs on the ball. You can rest your legs on the ground. Whatever feels good for you. Nice deep breaths. So that was your last exercise for today's workout. Kept it simple, slow and steady. All right, let's go ahead and release. We're going to take that ball over to the side so it's out of the way. So you might have to wedge it behind something. I sometimes use a step from a step bench that I have, and I put the ball in the step riser. Let's go ahead and bring it over to the side. We're going to take our knees, pull them in line with our belly button. We're going to take our bottom arm out. Our top arm is going to be extended. We're going to take a nice big breath in, and then we're going to exhale, open, back behind us, and return. So we're just going to do 3 open books. Little mobility work today. Good. Take that bottom arm. We're going to put it on our thighs, pull our knees in. Take that top arm, fingertips reach out, head resting on the floor, and we're just going to do a nice, good rainbow, trying to keep the arm on the floor, pulling the knees in. Take it back around. Good. So up and around. Good. One more time. Up and around. Good job. Let's roll it over onto our hands and knees. We're going to sit our hips back into our heels. Reach those fingers out as far as we can. And we're just going to do a nice, good child's pose and a little side-to-side rock. Let's bring it up into the center. We're going to do a good cat-cow. So inhale. Exhale. If you have osteoporosis or osteopenia and you do not want to do the arching and the rounding, I want you to inhale, expand your belly. Exhale, breathe all of the air out through a straw. Tighten up the core. Good. One more time. Inhale and exhale. Let's flip it over to the other side. We're going to start with our open and closing of the book. So we're taking it down. Knees are in line with our belly button. Arms are extended out, and we're just going to inhale, exhale, open back behind us, and then return to the center. So the challenge for this is not to let those hips open up behind you. Keep those knees stacked, and then come back. You're gonna have one side that feels tighter. That's the side that you want to do a little more often. Good. Let's take that bottom hand, press it into our thighs, pulling the knees into the ground. Top hand, fingertips out, head resting on the floor, close to the floor. We're going to draw a nice, good rainbow up and back behind us, and then bring it back around. Good. Bring it up and around. And I can tell the side feels tight. Good. Last one. Bring it up and around. Good job. Let's bring it back around again to our hands and knees. We're going to sit back into our child's pose, reach the arms out. We're going to come forward as a wave. So tuck your chin, round your spine, roll through, coming all the way up into a plank, or if you're comfortable with it, point your toes, squeeze the glutes, open the chest into up dog or cobra. Look over one shoulder. Look over the other. Tuck the toes under, lift the hips up and back, down dog, and we're going to just add in alternating heel drops down towards the floor. Good. Drop the knees down to the floor. Sit back, child's pose. One more time. Sitting it back. We're going to tuck our chin, round our spine. If you don't want to do that, you're just going to pull yourself from a child's pose to a plank. Good. Lower the hips, open the chest, squeeze the glutes, point the toes, protect that low back. Look to one side, look to the other. Center it up, tuck the toes under, lift the hips again into a down dog. And again, we're going to add in ankle drops, alternating one side to the other. Good. Knees down, sitting our hips back to our heels. Going to come to a kneeling stance just for a moment. Reach your right hand to your right heel. Squeeze your glutes, lift it up. Left arm is going to reach up and overhead. Bring it back down, hips to heels. Left arm is reaching for the left heel. Squeeze the glute. We're going to reach that right arm up and a little bit back. And it's okay if you can't get very high or if you can't reach your heel, just try to reach for your calf. Release, hips to heels. Take a deep breath in. Strong leg comes around to the front. Lunge position, hand on the thigh, push through that front heel. Standing up nice and tall. We're going to take our hand to our tricep, our hand to our back, stretching out that tricep. Good, switching sides. So hand to shoulder, you can add a little extra pull from here or a gentle push from here. And let's bring it down, roll the shoulders up, back, and down into your back pocket. We're going to take our right arm, reach it back. Left arm is going to grab that hand and gently pull it over. If this doesn't work, just do the best you can. And you're going to lean away from that elbow. So if reaching behind you doesn't work, you can just reach down and try to get your hand towards the opposite side just to deepen the stretch here. Good, bring it up, switching to the other side. So pull the arm over, chicken wing on this side, and then ear to shoulder. Let's go ahead and bring it up. Nice deep breath in right here. Inhale. And exhale, thumb to index, middle, ring and pinky. Good, one more time. Inhale. And exhale. And you are all done. So I want you to give yourself a nice good pat on the back for doing this workout, whether you used the ball or not. If you don't have a stability ball, I encourage you to get one. It's a nice, fairly inexpensive piece of equipment. It does take up a little bit of space, but you can always deflate it. So when you're traveling, you can take it with you. So if you have to travel, and I know a lot of people do for the holidays, a stability ball and resistance bands and a mat are three amazing pieces of equipment that you can take with you. If you want to do some traveling and you still want to do workouts while you are traveling, body weight is amazing too. But if you can't do push-ups and stuff like that yet, resistance bands and a ball are a great way to add a little bit of a challenge while you are traveling, and they're compact and easy to take with you. I hope you enjoyed this workout. Please remember to like all the videos that you enjoy and subscribe to my channel if you want to see more workouts like this, and hit that notification bell. That will notify you anytime I'm going live, if I have a new workout coming up, or if I have just uploaded a new workout. Have a wonderful day, and I hope to see you in class again. So bye.